If you can see me, just testing StreamYard. I might be using this platform to do some of my live feeds. And yeah, there should be a chat or comments there. I'm clicked on it now, so if you have any questions, comments, or whatever, you can log into that, and you'll be simulcasted. It'll be also viewed on YouTube as well. I'm just going to check out a few things. I'm going to see if it actually showed up on my YouTube channel. So this is kind of new to me, so bear with me. This channel, yeah, live. Cool. All right. Yeah, so I'm live here on my YouTube channel as well, Faraday Research RND. If you haven't become a member of my channel, you can do so. I'm broadcasting live on 2 platforms, on StreamYard and also on YouTube. Wally, thanks for joining us. And hopefully some other people might join in soon too. I'll be doing a live stream with Bernie tonight whenever he gets his show on the road here. Hi, Curtis. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to be doing a show tonight with Bernie as well, so I'll be simulcasting on Crypto Alchemists, and so thanks for joining me tonight. So, well, I've been busy. It hasn't really been a good start to the new year. I got laid off today because of the you-know-what. So our shop where I work is kind of on quarter capacity. So I would say about 3/4 of the workers have been laid off. And so I'm out of work. So they say a week. We don't know what's going to happen. The COVID's kind of going crazy. So basically I've been sitting at home here working on projects. So I've been, let's see if I can tilt the camera a little better. You can see what I've been working on. So basically the deal is I've been working on charging capacitors and trying to get that figured out. And I've been watching quite a few other guys. There's one guy in particular I've been watching lately because I like what he's been doing. I know it sucks. What can I do, right? Get laid off. It was, now the second time I've been laid off since all the stuff's been going on with this corona thing. So not much I can do. So now I got this free time, and I've been working on the spark gap generator. I've been working on charging capacitors, trying to figure all that out. There's a couple guys out there that I've been watching and seeing what they've been doing, and it has to do with the type of capacitors that they've been using. It makes a really big difference. They're using electrolytic capacitors if you're charging a DC type capacitor. So I got the high voltage AC, and I'm transforming it through the full wave bridge rectifier. And then from the full wave bridge rectifier, I put it to a load. And then from the load, I attach the load to a small little capacitor bank. So I've got it set up right now where it's charging it actually very, very fast. Mind you, the amount of capacitance definitely determines how fast you're really going to be charging stuff. But it is charging. I've been dabbling with electrolytic. I've been dabbling with the capacitors and the high voltage capacitors, getting the back end capacitance up. And so I've just been working on that. So I'll do a quick little demo. It might scramble the sound, but don't worry, I'll shut it off after I show the quick little demo. So what's gonna happen, I'm gonna start it up. It's gonna, this light's gonna start glowing. And then when it peaks out at its peak voltage and capacitance, what's gonna happen is it's gonna release it in a big burst. And that will show that it has reached, the capacitors have reached their capacitance maximum, and it has to go out. So you'll shoot that out at a very, very high rate of voltage and amperage. So this light's going to basically flash like a light bulb, really loud, like really bright. So, all right, I'll just kind of show you really fast. Don't worry about the sound. I'm going to shut it off after I show the demo. Okay, lighting up. There we go. All right, so you can see that flash. So yeah, it's charging this bank quite fast. Mind you, it is small, but it's giving me a lot of hints in the direction I have to go. It's a really good way of teaching myself what is actually happening. Now, I jumped right into the super caps, and unfortunately, that's not exactly how it works. Like, super caps are different. They run on different principles than your regular electrolytic capacitors. They work more on voltage and less capacitance, where a super cap is a lot less voltage, like say like 12 volts. Most super caps they're 3 volts, but they're in the farad range. They have a lot of capacitance. So I'm going the other direction. I'm going with the higher voltage first and less capacitance, which also means it takes a lot less time to charge them up. So my ultimate goal is to keep battery banks charged, or if I go the other route and use it to power lights, powering lights is easy with this. Like it's so easy. You don't even need half this stuff here because it's creating so much power output. I can light up LEDs. I can light up incandescent light bulbs. I can light up pretty much anything I want um, with ease. But yeah, there's different types of setups. So if I'm just lighting up light bulbs and lighting up fluorescence and all that, that's active power. Okay. So it's like active power, like power going through the power lines to your house and then running your lights. Okay. Then you could go the other route and you can go into the capacitance and or charging stuff. So that is completely a different ball of wax altogether. So I'd just like to say hi to everybody. Um, I'd like to say hi to everybody. Wally, we got Shannon there, and we got Curtis. Thanks a lot for joining me. I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight with Crypto Alchemist, Bernie, and he's supposed to be contacting me sometime soon, I hope. And we'll be doing a live stream with him. I know this was kind of out of the blue. I'm kind of testing this software, the StreamYard software. So it's kind of new to me. So it's the first time I've actually done like a broadcast on my own and actually linked it up to my YouTube channel. So yeah, so kind of bear with me. I'm kind of a newbie at this. So, but anyways, yeah, that's what I've been working on. Oh, I want to show you guys one more thing. Just hold on 1 second. Okay, so we have here, I am working on the flywheel generator system. So I've been working on a mock-up today of the flywheel generator. So this is the flywheel. And I had a couple of these 3D prints from my um, my end machine. These were like prototypes I was using, but they've got everything all set up. I got the bearings inside. They're all seated perfectly. So it'll be sitting on a board, something like this, and the motor is going to be on top. That's a motor and a generator, and it's going to be spinning about around 2,000 RPM. So I got to make the whole rig for it. I got to fasten everything. I got the motor. Actually, I'll show you the motor. So here's the motor. Let me just bring this up a little better. So here's the motor I'll be using. You can get it on Amazon. So to run it as a motor, it's 24 volts DC. It can produce 250 volts output. So these were made for like windmills, and you could use them for like e-bikes and stuff like that. So these things are pretty hefty. So just to kind of show you what I'm going to do, it's going to actually go on top of this rig like this. And that'll be the actual motor and generator all in one. So yeah, I've been working on that today since I got all this extra time on my hands. Yeah, so have you ever tried to make any of your components so okay, yeah, you have to watch it. You have to start off slow. Like we're responding to Shannon's uh, comment there. Yeah, like I started off knowing nothing either, uh, but I've been around this stuff since 2005. I started with the HHO stuff. The social media thing was just kind of getting going, like the YouTube and the Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And the cell phones weren't the best back then, so I didn't get like pictures of the HHO stuff that I was doing. But I made some pretty amazing things over the last, almost 15, 16 years. I've been working on this stuff. I also did the pulse motors. I started doing that around 2012, around that range. I started doing the pulse motors. I was building 3D printers from scratch. So I learned all this stuff on YouTube and a lot of reading. I do a lot of reading. So that really, really helps. Um, yeah, so you got to start small. You got to pick one project and go for it. One thing you could probably try that it's very easy to start and get your feet wet in this stuff if you're really interested in it is build a jewel thief circuit. And you can get the plan, just Google it. And there's tons of plans out there. It's very, very easy. And it shows you all the components. It doesn't cost a lot of money to do it. And yeah, so yeah, just start off small. I suggest the Jewel Thief circuit because it's one of the easiest circuits, and it is an over unity circuit. So you're able to, like an example, to light a 3-volt LED light. So in the circuit, you would hook up one AA battery, which is 1.5 volts. So with that 1.5 volts, what it does is it creates a frequency within the coil, which you will wind by hand, which is very easy to do. It shows you all the instructions how to make it, how many windings to use, what wire to use, what transistor to get. It tells you everything. And you make the circuit so it allows you to take a 1.5 volt AA battery, and you can run 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 LED lights with that one battery. So it teaches you how the frequency is manipulated in the coil and steps up the power that you can actually light up several LED lights with one AA battery. So that's showing an over unity effect right there. So that's the easiest thing I could suggest is to start off small. Um, Try a jewel thief circuit. There's tons of plans out there. There's so many different variations. So we got Disturbed 1979 from Netherlands. Yeah, hey, thanks for joining me. I'm in Canada, and it's winter here, and I've just been laid off again because of the COVID thing. So I got this extra time to work on the projects and get things going. So I will be on live tonight with Bernie, just basically waiting for his text. I'm getting emails. Yeah, so I've been really busy, made it over 1,000 subscribers. The only thing holding me back on monetizing with YouTube now is just I got to get more hours viewed. So I'm at 1,600 hours a month of view time. I have to get it to 4,000. As soon as I get it to 4,000, then I can start making money with YouTube. So, yeah, you guys have been a great help. And, yeah, so I hope you're enjoying this little kind of test feed that I'm doing. It's the first time I've used. Oh, you're on the West Coast. Cool. I'm just outside of Toronto. And Vermont. Cool. My aunt and uncle used to go to Vermont all the time. Yeah, they're big fans of Vermont. I've been to New York. I've been to California. Been to Buffalo, Rochester, all over. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm getting emails as I'm doing the show. So I'm trying to like multitask here. But anyways, I've been showing what I've been working on my spark gap generator, and I've been doing my mock-up for my flywheel generator. That's actually, this is going to be running the spark gap generator. So these two are coming together as one unit. So I've been doing a little bit of the mock-up today. I got the motor I'm going to use for the flywheel generator. It's a pretty hefty motor. It weighs about 20 pounds on its own. I got that on Amazon. Most of the components you can get on Amazon. Motors, magnets. There's so many different choices out there. Yeah. Yeah, you got to have proper identification when you come in this country. Otherwise, they won't let you in. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. What else we got? What else we got here? Yeah, eBay's good too to get items. You can get a lot of good deals on eBay for parts and that. Like my spark gap generator. Let's see what's blocking here. Yeah, so I got the spark gap generator here. Like half the components, this little box here, that is what creates the high voltage spikes. I got that on Amazon. That's like $20 for that Canadian. So it's like $18 US. If you're in Australia, it's about the same price as Canada. Shadowburn, welcome. Just dabbling with the StreamYard software. It's the first time I'm using it. So, yeah, so I've been just working on this stuff today. Hopefully Bernie's going to get a hold of me soon, and we'll be doing the live stream with him later on tonight. You can check his channel out at Crypto Alchemist on YouTube. Most of you out there probably already know who he is. So, yeah, Russian military surplus stuff is really, really good. Russian, German, old surplus. We have a really good surplus shop here in the Toronto area. that I go to from time to time. It's like a little paradise if you're into this kind of thing. You can find pretty much what you want in there for pretty cheap. So yeah, surplus stuff is definitely like if you're into this stuff, try to find a surplus store, somewhere near you, and yeah, you can get some good deals. Yeah, so I'm just trying to sort out my projects now that I got this time off. This is a little bit better. This was actually from my end machine. This was kind of my first prototype for my end machine. So what I like about it is I got really nice bearings inside, and they're seated just perfectly. So I got that, hooked it up to the shaft. It's going to be upright like this, and then the motor is going to be on top. And then I got the circuit that I'm going to be using for it. So I got to get a transistor for that. And that's my daughter walking by. And anyone have the number at Bernie's bat phone? Not even I have it. So he's supposed to contact me through email. So yeah, I'm just waiting for an email from him, and then we're going to get going, on our show too. So yeah, also autodidactic in Australia with Campbell. You check out his stuff too. He's got many great shows there, and he's got his YouTube channel as well. He does StreamYard. He simulcasts with Campbell or with Bernie, and yeah. So put that down there. So I can kind of show you what I'm doing again if you guys just tuned in. So the big deal with the spark gap generator is you have to choose what direction you want to go. Do you want to charge capacitors? Do you want to charge batteries? Or do you want to run like an active load? So you have to choose one or the other. So it all determines, how your systems can be laid out. The easiest way right now, the easiest setup is active power. So to power, say, like light bulbs, fluorescent bulbs, all that kind of stuff, it's very easy to hook up. When you're dealing with charging up capacitors and charging batteries, that's a whole different ball of wax right there. It's not that easy, and I've been working on it for a while, and I've been checking out a lot of other people, what they've been doing and how they're setting up their system. So I'm trying to kind of learn off those guys too, because that's what the whole thing is with YouTube, is you can learn a lot of stuff off of other people's YouTube channels and give you clues, and that's the whole thing, is getting clues. So yeah, I've been on here for about 24 minutes. I don't really have much more to show right now, but I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm kind of saving for the show with Bernie tonight at Crypto Alchemist. So be sure to join us tonight on that. What time is it now? It's about 10:40 Eastern Standard Time in Canada. So I figure probably within the next half hour, 40 minutes, I'll be on live with Bernie. And yeah, you can join me there. Thanks for joining me for this short little cast. It's kind of a dry run testing the broadcasting software. I've never used it before. I've always just gone on the show with Bernie. So yeah, yeah, we'll see everybody soon, and hopefully you'll check us out on Crypto Alchemist later on this evening. All right, thanks a lot, everybody.